The fifth book, called That God is Not Manifest, and Yet Most Manifest. This discourse I will also make to thee, O Tot, that thou mayest not be ignorant of the most excellent name of God. But do thou contemplate in thy mind, how that which to man seems hidden and manifest may be most manifest unto thee. For it were not all, if not apparent, for whatsoever is apparent is generated or made. For it was made manifest, but that which is not manifest is ever. For it needeth not to be manifested, for it is always. And he maketh all things manifest, being unmanifest, as being always, and making other things manifest, he is not made manifest. Himself is not made, yet in fantasy he fantasieth all things, or in appearance he maketh them appear. For appearance is only of those things that are generated or made, for appearance is nothing but generation. But he is that one that is not made nor generated, is also unapparent and unmanifest. But making all things appear, he appeareth in all and by all. But especially he is manifested to or in those things wherein himself listeth. Thou therefore, O Tot my son, pray first to the Lord and Father, and to thee alone, and to the one from whom is one to be merciful to thee, that thou mayest knowest and understand so great a God, and that he would shine one of his beams upon thee in thy understanding. For only the understanding sees that which is not manifest or apparent, as being itself not manifest or apparent, and if thou cannot, O Tot, it will appear to the eyes of the mind. For the Lord, void any envy, appeareth through the whole word. Thou mayest see the intelligence, and take it in thy hands, and contemplate the image of God. But if that which is in thee be not known or apparent unto thee, how shall he in thee be seen, and appear unto thee by thy eyes? But if thou wilt see him, consider and understand the sun, consider the course of the moon, consider the order of the stars. Who is he that keepeth order? For all order is circumscribed or terminated in number and place. The sun is the greatest of the gods in heaven, to whom all the heavenly gods give place as to a king and potentate. And yet he being such a one, greater than the earth or the sea, is content to suffer infinite lesser stars to walk and move above himself. Whom doth he fear the while, O sun? Every one of these stars that are in heaven do not make the like or an equal course. Who is it that hath prescribed unto every one the manner and the greatness of their course? This bear that turns around about its own self, and carries round the whole world with her, who possessed and made such an instrument? Who hath set the bounds to the sea? Who hath established the earth? For there is somebody, O Tot, who is the maker and Lord of these things. For it is impossible, O son, that either place or number or measure should be observed without a maker. For no order can be made by disorder or disproportion. I would it were possible for thee, O son, to have wings, and to fly into the air, and being taken up into the midst between heaven and earth, to see the stability of the earth, the fluidness of the sea, the course of the rivers, the largeness of the air, the sharpness or swiftness of the fire, the motion of the stars, and the speediness of the heaven, by which it goeth round about all these things. O son, what a happy sight it were at one instant to see all of these, that which is unmovable moved, and that which is hidden appear and to be manifest. And if thou wilt see and behold this workman, even by mortal things that are upon earth and in the deep, consider, O son, how man is made and framed in the womb, and examine diligently the skill and cunning of the workman, and learn who it was that wrought and fashioned the beautiful and divine shape of man, who circumscribed and marked out his eyes, who bore his nostrils and ears, who opened his mouth, who stretched out and tied together his sinews, who channeled the veins, who hardened and made strong the bones, who clothed the flesh with skin, who divided the fingers and the joints, who flatted and made broad the soles of the feet, who digged the pores, who stretched out the spleen, who made the heart like a pyramis, who made the liver broad, who made the light spongy and full of holes, who made the belly large and capacious, who set the outward view the most honorable parts and hid the filthy ones. See how many arts in one matter, and how many works in one superscription, and all exceedingly beautiful, and all done in measure, and yet all differing. Who hath made all these things? What mother, what father, save only God that is not manifest, that made all things by his will? And no man says that a statue or an image is made without a carver or painter, and was this workmanship made without a workman? O great blindness, O great impiety, O great ignorance! Never, O son taught, canst thou deprive the workmanship of the workman. Rather it is the best name of all the names of God, to call him the Father of all, for so he is alone, and this is his work, to be the Father. And if thou wilt force me to say anything more boldly, it is his essence to be pregnant or great with all things and to make them. And as without a maker it is impossible that anything should be made, so it is that he should not always be, and always be making all things in heaven, in the air, in the earth, in the deep, in the whole world, and in every part of the whole that is, or that is not. For there is nothing in the whole world that is not himself, both the things, and that are the things that are not. For the things that are he hath made manifest, and the things that are not he hath hidden himself. This is God that is better than any name. That is he that is secret. That is he that is the most manifest. This is he that has to be seen by the mind. That is he that is visible to the eye. This is he that hath no body, and this is he that hath many bodies. Rather, there is nothing of any body which is not he. For he alone is all things. And for this cause he hath all names, because he is the one Father, and therefore he hath no name, because he is the Father of all. Who therefore can bless thee, or give thanks to thee, or to thee? Which way shall I look when I praise thee, upward, downward, outward, inward? For about thee there is no manner, no place, nor anything else of all things that are. But all things are in thee, all things from thee. Thou givest all things, and takest nothing. For thou hast all things, and there is nothing that thou hast not. When shall I praise thee, O Father? For it is neither possible to comprehend thy hour, nor thy time. For what shall I praise thee? For what thou hast made, or for what thou hast not made? For those things thou hast manifest, or those things thou hast hidden? Wherefore shall I praise thee as being of myself, or having anything of my own, or rather being another's? For thou art what I am, thou art what I do, thou art what I say. Thou art all things, and there is nothing else thou art not. Thou art thou, all that is made, and all that is not made. The mind that understandeth, the Father that maketh and frameth, the good that worketh, the good that doeth all things. Of the matter the most subtle and splendor part is air, of the air the soul, of the soul the mind, of the mind God. End of Book 5.